good vibe tonight. I've never read this before. I write most of my stuff in first person. This was inspired by a true event. I heard a story about two teenage punkers in England that were jumped by some skinheads and beaten to death just because they look different. So it's a first-person fiction, basically. I was so angry, I couldn't do anything about it. Right. So I wrote this kind of home story called Blister. I've never read it publicly before, so here it goes. There is a madness born within the unrelenting heat. It saturates the city and runs wild on every street. I've traveled high above it on an elevated train. The cool air trickles through the car to keep the people sane. Across from me are misfits wrapped in passionate embraces, with hair of matching shades of blue that drapes over their faces. They huddle head to shoulder underneath the only vent. I can't even remember ever being that content. Elsewhere in our metal box is a pack of angry men, sweat-soaked, drunk, and full of rage. They stomp around their pen, drawn to what is different like an insect to the flame. They lash out at the outcast lovers while I recoil in shame. So many ways to help, but all I do is turn my head. A frenzied surge of hits and kicks have left the lovers dead. Stolen futures spilled across the floor in a crimson wave, as I lament for those I was too cowardly to save. The calming winter focuses my thoughts and settles nerves. A statue of justice guards the buildings that it serves. Within the icy courthouse is the first day of the trial. It goes well for the killers. I see one crack a smile. Outside I stand in waiting with a gun in easy reach. Soon the defendants gather and prepare to make a speech. Driven by guilt and anger that time cannot seem to quell, I draw my pistol from my coat and send those murderers to hell. Frightened masses scream and run as the guilty tumble down. The fellow who is smug in court forever wears a frown. I'm tackled before I get to the bullet saved for me. They can lock away my body, but my burdens will go free. It's too late for redemption, so vengeance will have to do, in memory of slain lovers with matching hair of blue. Soon I am dragged off to pay a debt that I so rightly owe, as senseless acts are buried by the peaceful falling snow.
Man.